The new service tax norm for tour operators wasn't addressed in the union budget. The industry isn't happy about it.
For outbound tourism, when this notification was brought, I think there was a background what must have been to give severe credit to people who are selling the last end product. But on outbound, there is no severe credit available. There is no credit on that. So straight away, we become 9% expensive. So the entire business is now going to go to people who are not in India, outside India. It is going to impact the tourism industry completely over here in India who are in outbound business. And I think it is time now to government also has to think that a product which is produced out of the country and delivered out of the country, the only thing we over here what we are doing is we are selling the modules made by them. We are not even planning and scheduling. We are willing to pay taxes on the profits that we make. But definitely, it is not right to charge some other country's product. And I think it's time that government looks into it, that the new notification which has come with impacting 9% has to be looked upon with what is going to be impact on the entire industry which is here and producing so many jobs and so much of revenue for the country.
The taxes are, irrational in a way that government is playing on a coin which has both side heads, and when they apply for inbound tourism, they say that the land where the services are being used will be taxed. Therefore, foreign exchange earning, still you have to pay tax because the place of your service providing is India. Therefore, tax is applicable. On the same hand, outbound tourism, when they are going abroad, when government is already saying that taxes cannot be exported, when you go abroad, you are paying more than half the money to abroad for procuring hotel accommodation, transportation, guide services and food that is going abroad. Then they are applying place of provision. Because you are Indian and the place of starting the point is from India, so you have to pay tax. That means head is also mine, tail is also mine, so both side coin is head. They are playing that game with us.
In India, the tourism product is highly taxed, and we are losing out internationally in the competition. In the first place, when the tourist wants to take a holiday, he compares the prices. India is lost already. So that because 20 to 25% taxes we are exporting, whereas the government's policy is not to export taxes. So it is as good as the exporters. Anything you export from India, it's zero tax, but anything your tourism related which is exported is for 25% tax. So we have that is the reason we have taken up with the government now that under GST for foreign exchange transactions of tourism organizations should be at zero rating. So zero tax GST, so that we can compete internationally, and if this is done, the numbers will grow exponentially.
During demonetization, there's a hell of a money crunch. A lot of guests were recording saying that the advisories were issued that there is a money crunch in this country. Let's move on to another destination. We still bear all those losses. We are trying to, the industry is standing up to all this nonsense, but it's not been addressed. I don't know why the government is not looking into all that.
For the aviation is concerned, the airlines, instead of Air India should control the aviation policy, the foreign airlines are controlling our aviation policy in India. For example, the fare to Delhi, London, Delhi on the ticket is around 70,000, but the actual basic fare is hardly 22 or 24,000 rupees. The taxes are hardly 4 or 5,000 rupees. Rest are all surcharge, which nobody knows where they are going, whether Indian government is getting some service tax on that or no, or whether they are taking it back to their country. They have started this surcharge when the fuel was very expensive. Now the fuel has come down. these surcharges are still there.
The third episode brings in more action.